Galactic Federation Update, July 23, 2013. 7x, 2 Vibe, 9 Eb. Selamad. We return with more to say. Your global society is beginning the transition which is designed to rebuild and renew all aspects of it. New governance will bolster a new financial system, and on the North American continent it is to follow the edicts stipulated by Nasara. This new government will cancel all debt and end the debt slavery of its residents. A whole new level of freedom will come into being as the Canadian and U.S. governments enforce the provisions in their charters which liberate all citizens, permitting them to be truly sovereign. The prosperity which is to be distributed to all indiscriminately, will spark an economic renaissance which will feature devices and technologies that can swiftly clean up all aspects of the environment and promote non-polluting transportation vehicles. In addition, communications technologies will leap forward more in the first few months of this period than they did in the past 2 decades. These changes will take place in the run-up to first contact. Once we land en masse, we intend to furnish you with an entirely new technology that is to set your sciences and associated dominant philosophies on their respective years. First contact constitutes a major watershed for your world. At present, the basis of your society's understanding of itself is that humanity is unique in the scheme of creation. In this, it is just like many primitive societies which deny that they exist as part of a huge kaleidoscope of beings of many levels of sentience. This belief in exclusivity will be blown out of the water across the length and breadth of your planet, and your foundation myths disproven at a stroke by your government's formal announcements of our presence. There will be no way to tiptoe around this issue, and so it is important that we have the formal support of your ascended masters as well. In fact, this support was obtained decades ago. In addition, we have the full backing of your Agarthan cousins. What remains now is to break the news to each of you, and this is where your new governments join in the discussion. They are to confer the global legitimacy required to relieve much of the worry that you are usually prone to concerning off-world beings. Once your governments have introduced the topic of our benevolent presence, we ourselves can proceed to explain a great many things to you. One of the first things is to demonstrate the close connection between us as we share a common ancestry from the Vega system with you. We share their genetics. Also, there is much about the human condition that we have experienced and we wish to tell you all about this history. Humans colonized Earth many times and are here to be Gaia's primary land stewards. This guardianship is shared with Earth's cetaceans and this too needs some detailed explaining. Then there is the matter of your coming transformation into full consciousness, and indeed, the Ascended Masters intend to start off their key lessons to you on the sublime nature of this crucial state of consciousness. After all, these times are all about this massive shift in consciousness. We intend to discuss in depth with you the sacred decrees given to us by heaven. Then we can take you on tours of our ships and visits to inner Earth. You will be put fully in the picture about why and how you are to return to full consciousness. The vast chasm forged within you by the Atlanteans and their dark allies rendered you mostly impotent to pierce the veil of limited consciousness. Those few who did succeed did so only because a clear pathway had been forged in their genetics to enable them to do so. These genetic and neural pathways allowed the Ascended Masters to eventually attain this wondrous, lofty goal. In the circumstances that you collectively face, the task requires a special living cocoon, specifically designed to sunder the genetic chains that so strongly bind you to limited consciousness. Heaven has given us the job of returning each of you to this most noble, natural condition of the human soul, and this sacred and glorious soul needs to reside in an equally fully conscious physique. With this balanced integration achieved, each soul can then wonderfully fulfill each lifetime's numerous goals. We come, therefore, to restore and welcome this very special star nation to the Galactic Federation fold, at which point you can take up your roles assigned by your divine superiors to cement a permanent galactic peace. Blessings, dear hearts. We are your Ascended Masters. Your realm is transforming. The constant blessing of the light inundating your globe is bringing relief to your world. The upper atmosphere is slowly stabilizing, as are the ocean's jet streams, the great bands of currents which traverse the globe's seas. As Gaia reaches a shaky equilibrium, she prepares for her environmental reconfiguration. Your sacred home is ours as well, and so we ask you to bless the earth each day and to respect her and all she does for you. As your consciousness grows, you become more aware of her daily travails as she strives to sustain herself. We call upon you to come together in groups to bless her, and as more engage in this worldwide, it helps Gaia and brings her sustenance. Gaia is a sacred being of light, and yet continues to be ravaged by the dark cabal. She greatly needs your blessings as well as your demands that those who dishonor her cease their desecration. It is time to initiate an honoring and sacred way upon your beautiful planet. We hear you, dear hearts, each and every moment. We know how badly you suffer in this dark realm. It is time to bring forth that which can vastly alleviate these afflictions and start to construct a new world of peace, cooperation, and prosperity. The steps to accomplish this are underway. A new galactic year dawns, and it is time to welcome it with appropriate gifts. This too we intend to accomplish. Long ago, great wealth was put aside and hidden from the dark. This immense stockpile is kept in special depositories, defended by those pledged to prevent its disclosure until the right divine moment is reached. This time is now. Events are happening around the globe to ensure that this release happens as planned. You are to be blessed in more ways than one. It is to be the great surprise that you have long been waiting for. These numerous blessings herald a new age for humanity. They also signal the formal disclosure of our inner Earth and space families. Millennia ago, we found that the realm of Agartha was a safe haven from the dark where we were able to carry on our sacred service. These times are now permitting us to spend much more time on the surface world, assisting our sacred associates and helping humanity through its final period of suffering. We intend to devote more time to finishing the changes necessary for manifesting the new realm. This time is actually in the now. Bless this sacred event. Be ready to help others to understand what is happening. We come, as do our sacred associates from across this galaxy, to change your surface world very much for the better. To all that is happening, we say triumphantly, Hallelujah! 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 Today, we gave you another message about your world. Much is happening and much is about to burst forth. The dark's long and savage night of mayhem has lasted for almost 13 millennia, and now it is time to end this cycle of woe. The light is rising and the dawn is finally breaking. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya, Syrian for B1. And be enjoy. Channeled by Sheldan Nidle. www.paoweb.com